Good morning, students. Welcome to my accounts class. We'll continue with our journal entries. First, you should know the meaning of trade discount and cash discount. And in this, we will be passing compound entries. I will tell you how it is to be done. Open to page 5.11. Discount is the topic. What is discount? You should know first of all. It is an allowance, concession given by the seller of the goods out of selling price. It is also known as list price or catalog, or a deduction for making immediate or prompt payment. They are of two types, trade discount and cash discount. Trade discount is allowed by the wholesaler or the manufacturer to the retailer who purchases goods in large quantities or in bulk. The discount is allowed on a certain amount or certain quantity of goods purchased by the retailer. The discount allowed is not recorded in the journal. Then we have cash discount. Cash discount means it is discount allowed to the customer for making immediate, prompt or early payment in future or at a fixed period of time. Cash discount is recorded in the journal. The differences are given here. Now you know the meaning. You can go through the differences. There are 5 of them. Any 4 you can take. Then we have rebate on page 5.30. The advantages of to retailer, wholesaler and all that you can read. It's very simple in easy language. You understand. What is rebate? It is also a reduction in the value of goods sold allowed by the seller. For example, rebate is usually allowed for inferior quality of goods sold or goods being not as per specification. That is, goods have already sold and later on when the customer informs the seller that the goods are not according to specification or they are of poor quality, then the seller may return some money. It is known as goods sold at a rebate. Trade discount is usually allowed by the seller on higher purchase of goods, and cash discount is allowed on prompt payment, immediate payment. Then we have accounting treatment. Usually no separate entries pass for rebate because it reduces the sales value of goods just like trade discount. But if rebate is allowed after the entry for sale of goods has been passed, then a separate entry will be required to be passed in the books of both the seller as well as the purchaser. Seller will pass the following entry for rebate allowed. Rebate allowed account debit to purchaser, debit all expense and losses to purchaser because he is going to benefit it. So it also means the seller owes to the customer or to the purchaser, so he shall become a creditor. Purchaser will pass following entry for rebate received. Seller debit to rebate received account. Seller becomes the debtor, the person who owes. So it will be debited to rebate received account. Credit all incomes and gains. This is the rule applied. Now compound journal entries. In the first question, when I explained to you, you had one debit and one credit. Thus completing double entry system. It is called simple entry. But when you have one debit and more than one credit, or more than one debit and one credit, it is known as compound entry. But the debit side total should be equal to credit side total of that entry. Okay. For example, you can see here salary account debit 50,000, rent account debit 20,000, to cash account 70,000. Instead of passing two separate entries, salary account debit to cash, rent account debit to cash, two simple entries, we can club them on a same date. Then only you can club them or make a compound entry. Debit all expenses losses, credit what goes out, 50,000, 20,000 will be debited, and that sum total cash goes out is 70,000. So you can see both sides are equal in sum, in total. We will do this in question number 4 on page 5.62. On a fresh page, you will draw the journal. Date, particulars, amount, the same format will be there. The date on which the transaction takes place, 2020 April 1st. We have commenced business with cash. Entry will be cash account debit to capital account. Debit what comes in, credit the giver, proprietor. Proprietor is Hari Shankar and Company, 50,000. So Hari Shankar and Company is preparing the books of accounts, being business commenced. Then we have purchase goods from Subhash. Second, goods are purchased, debit all expenses and losses rule. And since cash is not given, it is a credit transaction to Subhash. Amount being 20,000. Narration will be being credit purchases. Then we have sold goods to Ramnath Fort. Ramnath debit. Debit the receiver to sales account. Credit all incomes and gains. Amount will be 15,000. Being, since it is a credit transaction, being credit sales. So 3 entries have passed. I will not close it here because in your register there will be more than 3 entries. There will be 6 entries, 7 entries. Accordingly, then you will do the totaling. Next date is 6th. Ramnath returned defective goods. Now goods was sold to Ramnath. You are getting the goods back from Ramnath. So the goods that were sold have come back. Sales, returns, account, debit. 2. Credit the giver, Ramnath. Till now we are passing simple entries with rupees 1,000. Narration will be being goods returned by Ramnath. Then we have received cash from Ramnath and discount allowed. Now here we will have a compound entry. Received cash, debit what comes in. Cash is given as rupees 13,800. And discount allowed by you 200. Now discount allowed is a loss. So discount allowed account debit. It is a nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses with rupees 200 to Ramnath. Credit the giver. Here it will be 14,000, not 15,000. Why? You had sold goods to Ramnath for 15,000. 1,000 goods returned by him. That means he owes how much money? 14,000. His account stands at 14,000. Out of which he could pay this much money because you allowed 200 as discount. So loss to you. Cash received, debit what comes in to Ramnath. The total of this will be the account. Thus the account is closed. You don't have to receive any money from Ramnath. The nation will be being cash received and discount allowed. It is a component because there are 2 debits, 1 credit, but both sides sum should be equal. This is a simple entry. 1 debit, 1 credit. After 10th we have 12th. Gopal sold goods to us. Now suppose I am Gopal, I am selling goods to you. Now from your point of view, you have purchased goods from Gopal. So purchase account debited, debit all expenses and losses to Gopal. Why? It is a credit transaction. For cash is not mentioned there. Amount being 10,000. Now if you don't have a place for being credit purchases, If you don't have a place after this, you will close it to the balance, to find the total of that page, balance carried forward, and next page will continue. Or if you didn't have place for this entry, previous entry was passed, you close at the end of the page, balance carried forward, total, and at the next page. Now suppose this was my last page, I total and carry on the next page. Okay, that is my register page. Now we continue with the next page. You will bring down the balance brought down. Suppose you write the date again, year and month again. Okay, and the date is now 14. Paid to Gopal in full settlement of his account after deducting 5% discount. Now paid to Gopal, debit the receiver. Gopal debit. Paid what? Cash to cash account. And you paid how much? Paid to Gopal after deducting 5%. Now 5% of 10,000 is 500. That means you must have paid 9,500. You have to pay how much? 10,000. How much you paid? 9,500. Is it gain to your loss? Gain. Credit all incomes and gains to discount received account will be opened. Debit the receiver, credit what goes out, credit all incomes and gains. How much? 500. 5% of 10,000. It is called a compound entry. Narration: being cash paid at 5% discount. Okay, that is the entry component for this.